lovelies, it's me, I Scraplift You Saturday, and I did Moira last week. This week it's Carina. She actually did me last week and she did an amazing job. So definitely go and check out Carina's YouTube channel and her Instagram. And this is one of her more recent layouts. I have a fair bit of this collection as well, so she's given me lots of ideas on using it, but I have to admit, one of the reasons I chose to scrap lift this particular layout is that it's got one of Carina's cats, and she has the most amazing cats. They are Maine Coons and they are huge, and we have a thing for huge Maine Coons or huge cats of any sort. We would love Maine Coons. Anyway, they actually have their own Instagram. I will link to that as well. This is about one of her cats, Snow, going to the dreaded vet appointment. So it makes sense that I do a cat photo as well. This one is very blue. Obviously you can tell that the cardboard box is not really this colour. So when the hubs took this photo, he went and tinkered with it and just gave it a blue cast to just play up the blue. I don't know why. I think he was just playing just to see if he could. So the only thing that's kind of a natural, our front door really is that blue colour. Thought it was a great photo because Fitzy doesn't even wait for boxes to be opened. So what to do with this blue? My initial reaction was, why don't I use pink? Because personally I think pink is a natural solution to any problem. But I thought I'd go a little bit outside my comfort zone and go with orange. Because if you look at the colour wheel, the oranges are opposite to the blues. So yeah, orange is one of my tricky colours. What I'm thinking of doing is using, instead of cardstock for the mixed media bit, I gessoed up with clear gesso half a sheet of pattern paper. One thing I like about the gesso is if you apply it nice and thick, you get all the paint streaks and the thick build up. So I thought I'd put this at the bottom and then maybe half of this quilted one at the top, but I'd leave a little border, and that's what this blue will be for. So I'm going to cut the frame off this, and it's quilted, so I'm probably going to have to stitch it. Okay. What I need to do first is get the mixed media bit done, because that's going to need to dry, and while that's drying I'll sort out the borders and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try using more of these Spectrum Noir glitter ink things. I'm just going to use the packaging technique. I don't know how they'll work for that because I've not used them in that way before. I might start with the lighter ones first. I'm just going to use a paintbrush and scoop some out. I'm going to dip it in nice and deep to make sure I get a lot of those shimmery bits. This is dry now, and I have trimmed a little bit, half an inch off one side. So I thought I would come in with, initially I thought gold, but I thought more, and because Carina's got some gold splotches which I really love. So since I'm using orange, I thought I'd bring in a couple of these orangey goldy Art Alchemy paints. This one's the Metallique one. It kind of looks like a gross orange, so we'll see how it goes. This one has got a glittery finish, Ginger Magic. This looks like a peach with gold sort of sparkle through it. So I'll give them both a try. The only thing is all the blue inks have got silver kind of sparkle, but well, whatever. Dry, and And I've got to say, I don't love the two orangey gold splatters. I don't know why, I just don't. I think if there was a little bit of purpose, or maybe this blue wasn't quite so big and everywhere. But anyway, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. There'll be plenty of layers and things, and I'll be covering up a fair bit of it anyway. So I also cut this from one of the Paige Evans papers, from Bungalow Lane, and this brings in a few extra colours. Oh, and I just stitched over here along one diagonal. So the next step is, I think I'm going to attach this with glue dots, but leave this bit sort of unadhered and then stitch that down. Just a simple zigzag across there, it's holding it down nicely. Now I have a whole bunch of orange and blue mainly papers from Bungalow Lane, and maybe a few others, because I really would like to bring in some other colour. It's just looking a bit too blue and orange for my liking. So I'm going to put it on fast forward, because cutting a massive stack of photo mats is going to be time consuming. Now Carina has just used this block of paper behind there. I have the acetate, the specialty paper that came with this collection. I think that might look really nice. So I think that's what I'll save for that bit. I'm still going to do one of my Alex Special crazy matte type stacks. Here it goes. One big fat stack, and this, which I can easily stick down on the area that's going to be covered. Now, title and embellies. Actually, I might put the journaling down next. And I'll put it here. Then I think probably the embellies will have to sit more sort of on the line rather than underneath it. Yeah, and then the title can go there. Okay, cool. Well, I guess it looks like we've already started on the embellies, because yeah, that's, for some reason the pen is sucking the colour into it. So I'm going to try and play with some different die cuts from here. I'm thinking this might be a good, I don't know, I don't feel that it's the right layout to use for Paige's Late Cat Rachel. I'm sure I'll find the, you know what, when I scrapbook thieves, because she's a Torby and Rachel was a Torty, so I think that's going to be when I use Rachel. But since I've put in this and it's got little bits of pink and then it's got little bits of pink here, I can probably use both the chipboard and stickers from these sheets, and it's a very warm pink, so I think it is going to work quite nicely. There are plenty of grey cats, and Fitz is grey, but I think pink cats are going to work better. I could do one of each. But the ones on the chipboard sheet are huge. Then again, it's not the worst time to use them. Right, let's give it a try. The backing's still on it. I do need to cover up this crafted, but that's fine. I'm sure there'll be a sticker or something that will work for that. Yeah, eat, drink and be cozy. That's perfect. Thing I did want is I've got this ephemera pack from Wild Whisper and it's got wine bottles in there, so why not? It's really different. I could kind of hide them. I don't know if I even like that. That's not too bad, and it certainly is bringing in a little bit of green. But I do need something to fill that gap in there, unless I put this cat's tail underneath, which is an option. Worse, this is it, almost finished. Look, there are a few spots I'm not massively happy with, but it's a bit hard to integrate these great big chipboard cats everywhere. Actually, I really want to shove something in there now that I look at it. Where did that red apple go that I inked up? Alright, apple is a bit of a stretch. Grapes, wine, but yeah, that's a bit better, at least there. But I think this bit needs some green and these bits need some red, so this is where enamel dots come in. There's even a bit of orange and yellow. Let's have a look. We'll do the majority up here. I might put one of these hearts over here, just because I can. The title's quite small. I do like those shiny peachy pink sort of foam thickers, but they do need a little bit more attention drawn to them. Now for over here, 2 green and 1 red. Maybe I'll just stick that on the bottle there. So this is Carina's version. This is mine, and that was May I Scraplift You for Saturday just gone. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out Sandy, Moira, of course Crystal, who started the whole thing, and Carina, who I scraplifted today. Yeah, so do check out what they've made, see who they scraplifted, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!